to Minecraft Dad with me, Paul McJ. Now today we are going to be doing a tutorial for the clone command. Now this is also, as along with the fill command, a very important command that you need to learn in order to make lots of different contraptions. Now for the purpose of this tutorial, we are going to be copying a simple 4x4 redstone door. I'm not going to show you how to build this for this video, but this is how it works. Simply opens and closes. Quite simple. So we just need something, obviously, that's when it clones across, it's not gonna break for the purposes of this video. So something nice and simple. So first things first, we need to go into our settings and make sure that coordinates are on. Now this is very important, otherwise you won't know where to clone things to and from. So make sure show coordinates is on. Now we need to find the coordinates for our object, and so the first set of coordinates is going to be this 216.1.1026. Now to get all this building, we're going to have to dig down 3. Of course your coordinates are going to be different to mine depending where you are in your world. So there we are, 216.1.1026. Now we need to get the next set of coordinates, which is going to be in this corner, but we also need to be to the top of the build. Here we go. So 203, 10, 10 to 35. It's just to make sure, obviously, that we get all the redstone and the pistons at the top in as well. Now, thirdly, we need the third set of coordinates. This is where we're going to be cloning our build to. So I've already dug a hole here. So if we go down, so we want it 3 down as well. So 216.1.994. Right, so let's put the command in. So we're going to open our command screen and then write the following command in. So / and then clone. Now we're going to put our first set of coordinates in. So 216.1 and then 1026. Now we need to put the second set of coordinates in. So 203, 10 and then 1035, and then the third set of coordinates. So 216 and then 1 and then 994, I think. Yep. And then we're going to run that command. Yep. And here we are. It's pasted the entire build across to that location, and we'll just see if it works. There we are. Perfectly. No complications, no errors. Now, one thing I need to advise you about the clone command: it doesn't copy across any entities. Bear that in mind when you use this command. Now I'm going to show you now in the second part of this video what we can do with these clone commands with command blocks. Right, so first things first, we are going to give ourselves a command block. So open up the command prompt screen and type in the following command. So / give Paul McJ82 or a player or your name command _ block. Simple. Now I'm going to be showing you a few builds, but first of all we need to make sure that cheats are always activated, otherwise the command blocks won't run and work. So this is the first one. It's a simple ceiling fan. Good simple use of command blocks here. So you can switch that switch and it spins that ceiling fan around in this little animation. Quite a little simple effect. Looks quite cool in houses or big buildings that you may have. So this simply works. So you switch on the switch here, it moves this slime block with this observer block and creates a little clock circuit with these 3 command blocks continuously running. So these are the clone commands. So the first set, the second set, and the third set. So essentially what we're doing is we're cloning this, if you look, there's 3 different fan patterns here, and we do them in a specific order. So it's essentially going to clone these 3 fan positions into the position of the fan, and it creates a nice little simple effect. So we're cloning them to there, the base there, at the end of that end rod. Now, the second build I want to show you is a cool little animation for a movie screen. And it's a simple little movie, just a sun rising and a smiley face. So, what we're cloning on this one is this huge block here, and each section of this block is a slice of the animation from start to finish. Now, to get this to work, we're going to press this button here. This is just a little fill command, which places a redstone block into this gap between these 2 repeaters here. And there we are. And so this first command here just gets rid of that red command block with air straight away. It doesn't stay there and the circuit doesn't stay active. And each of these little command blocks here is a clone command for each section of that animation. Going round, towards the middle. So the third set of coordinates is obviously within this frame here. So that's the last coordinates of the animation, and the last block then will just fill the area entirely with black concrete, which is concrete 15. Let's run that animation again because it is quite pretty. Now, the third build I want to show you is quite cool. It's a little garage door. Doesn't always work first time, it's a bit temperamental, so if I should run that again it should work now. There we are, and then it's a cool little effect with like a sliding door of a garage. As I said, it is quite glitchy, I need to improve it. Let's close that. So here we are, it runs into a comparator, and there's these 2 sets of command blocks here, clones and the fills of air. And also we're deploying the use of a piston and an observer block, which activates and deactivates each section of the circuit. And the second, obviously the second part of the circuit will close the door and fill stone. Now, this is my favourite clone command build, which is a drawbridge, which you could be easily implement into a castle if you open it. And also has some sound effects, which is quite cool as well. So we'll close it. Quite a little cool animation. So this is all the sections of the animation. So each individual block going across is a different section of the animation as it goes down, and of course to close as well, going the other way. Now, to show you simply how this works, we also got a piston and an observer block as well to activate the 2 different types of circuits, and there's another set of circuit obviously with this switch with a torch there, which, so when that, see there's the piston and the observer. That side is currently activated, So when we run the switch again, it'll swap over to the other side. So there we are, there's the clone command. And the fill with air command that gets rid of it. Now if you notice, there's also a delay of 2 ticks in there. That's just to start it glitching. Now as you can see, the other piston's moved, that closes it back up. And if we want to open it again, that other piston moves and then it opens. Nice and, well, I would say nice and easy, but a complicated one. Right, now I'm going to show you the most complicated thing I've done with clone commands. It's also a very big build, so you'll have to bear with me. I haven't had time to implement a button to activate this, so I'm just going to go to the position to do that now. As you can see, all the numbers which are going to be in there, which are going to be cloned into those positions, and those are all piston memory arrays, which I'll show you briefly how they work. Right, so now we're going to activate it. I'm just going to press my block of redstone, and there we are. Now as you can see, all those pistons are turning around. You can see a little animation going and the numbers going. So if I go come around the front here briefly, those numbers are changing up, and it's every 10 seconds there's an animation changing. There it goes up every 10 seconds. Now, the first, as I say, there's 4 different piston arrays. So when that gets to 10, that will set off the next one. And then when we go into the hundreds, it'll knock that one, and then into the thousands in that one. So in theory it goes up to 9,999. This thing counts up to, I don't know exactly what to call it. Digital timer of some kind. Now this is for the animation. So have you noticed that redstone block appearing and disappearing every 10 seconds? So running that. It's the same in principle of the animation I showed you earlier. Now, how is copying and pasting this memory array? As you can see, in sequence, those redstone blocks are hitting each of those command blocks, which is cloning each of those numbers at the relevant point in each of those frames in the front. So it is a very complicated thing, but it just goes to show you the extent of what you can do with clone commands in Minecraft. Right, okay, that's it for this video, and I shall see you again. Ciao for now.